Welcome everybody to Kleschka Picks, week number 9, and happy Halloween everybody! Yes, today is Halloween. In the middle of the week it feels very weird. In week 8, what a week. Why? Because I went undefeated with my picks. I got every single one right. Not the score, but the winners. Now, let's get to week 9. Let's get into it. By the way, after that undefeated week, my record is 73-45. That really helped a lot. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So Sunday was also World Series Game 5, so I did not see much football last week. Anyways, let's get ready with the Thursday night game, the Raiders and the 49ers. Raiders lost to the Colts, 49ers lost to the Cardinals. These are two one-win teams going at it. They're not having great seasons. They're not making the playoffs. Honestly, I think the Raiders are the better football team. Even though they've been trading away their big players like Amari Cooper, Khalil Mack, I don't know. I feel like Derek Carr is the better quarterback, and I think a better quarterback leads a better offense, and I think will produce a better overall game. And I just think the 49ers, since they lost Jimmy Garoppolo, they have not been the same, and I think it's going to be another tough week for them. I think the Raiders win 24-21. Steelers and Ravens. Ravens lost to the Panthers. Steelers beat the Browns. Steelers, you know, James Conner, he has stepped up huge for Le'Veon Bell. It's like Le'Veon Bell being there won't even matter because James Conner is doing such a great job. And the Ravens, yeah, they lost to the Panthers. The Ravens, they put up a decent amount of points. It's just, you know, the Panthers, they were the better team that day. And I think the Steelers are going to be the better team this week. I think they will win 27-20. Bears and Bills. The Bills lost to the Patriots and the Bears beat the Jets. So the Bills, yeah, they were up and down to start. Like, they were beating teams I did not think they would beat, and then they were losing against teams I thought they should beat. But I think the Bills are just not a good team. I don't think they're going to be good for the rest of this year. The Bears have surprised me. Mitch Trubisky has been stepping up in games, and I think they're definitely more talented than the Bills. I think that, like I said, Trubisky, he's a better quarterback, and I think they have a good receiving core now. Allen Robinson and Taylor Gabriel. Then you have Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen make a great duo for running backs. I think they're the better team. That's just it, plain and simple. I think they're going to win 31-17. Panthers and Buccaneers. Panthers won last week, and Buccaneers, they had troubles last week. They almost beat the Bengals, but Jameis Winston was benched in that game, and he's going to be benched this week. The Buccaneers are going back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. They're hoping for some Fitz magic. We saw that early in the season, and then it got a little into the season, and that Fitz magic disappeared. He played terrible against some team. I forget which team it was. We don't know who we're going to see. Are we going to see Fitz magic, or are we going to see the boring old Ryan Fitzpatrick? I don't know. I think the Panthers, no matter what, are going to be the better team. I think even if you do get Fitzmagic, I think Cam Newton can lead the Panthers to victory. I think the Panthers win 37-23. The Chiefs and Browns. Chiefs, oh my goodness, dominant team. I don't really have to say much. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce. Offense is solid for that team. And then you have the Browns, who just, you know, cleaned house basically. They got rid of Hugh Jackson. They fired him, their head coach. Their offensive coordinator, Todd Haley, fired him. So, yeah, first week after you fired your head coach and offensive coordinator, I imagine you're going to struggle, which I think they will, especially when you're playing the Chiefs. Yeah, gonna be tough. The Chiefs, I think, are going to explode against the Browns, but you know, the Chiefs not having the best defense in the world, I think the Browns will get a decent amount of points, but like I said, I think the Chiefs offense is gonna go crazy. I think they win 41-24. Dolphins and Jets. Jets lost to the Bears. They scored a measly 10 points, and the Dolphins got absolutely destroyed by Deshaun Watson. He had himself a day. He tied his career high in passing touchdowns with 5. It was ridiculous. So I imagine that the Dolphins are, yeah, I think they're going to be the better team against the Jets. I think even though they have lost Ryan Tannehill at quarterback, and he's injured right now, I think that Brock Osweiler has stepped up in this moment where he needs to be this leader, and he's doing the best he can with what he has. I think the Jets, they started off good, they were riding hot, they had confidence, but I have not seen that same confidence these last couple weeks. I think the Dolphins beat the Jets 24-20. Lions and Vikings. Lions lost to my Seahawks. Russell Wilson had himself a day, and so did the rush game. It has been for the last couple weeks, and I love it because last season it was absent. It was nowhere to be seen. And then they play the Vikings, who lost in the Minneapolis Miracle. The Saints came back with all these unanswered points. And I think that the Vikings, I think they're going to win. I think they're the better football team. Kirk Cousins is a very good quarterback, and he has weapons like Adam Thielen, who's a monster, getting 100 yards every week so far. And then if you're not throwing to him, you have Stephon Diggs. And if you're not throwing to him, you have Kyle Rudolph. And Latavius Murray stepping up from when Dalvin Cook isn't there. So their offense is solid. Then you have Xavier Rhodes on defense, Anthony Barr, Everson Griffin. Like, they're just a good team, and I think they're better than the Lions. I think the Vikings win 24-17. Falcons and Redskins. Falcons were on a bye. Redskins won last week. Adrian Peterson had himself a huge day, and the Redskins have been sneaky good this season, like very quiet. However, the Falcons, I feel like their record does not show how good they really are. They played in a lot of close games and come up on the wrong end of those close games. And their offense, they have a very good offense. Julio Jones is a top receiver, even though he hasn't scored in a long time. And then he also has rookie Calvin Ridley. Tevin Coleman can catch, he can run. And Matt Ryan, he showed that he can be a great quarterback before. So I don't know. I think it'll be close because, like I said, the Redskins, everybody thinks they're like all right, but their record and how they've been playing, it's better than all right if you ask me. So even though I say that about the Redskins, I still think the Falcons are going to be the better team. I think just with their offense, they're going to get past the Redskins. And I feel like somehow they're just going to shut down the Redskins offense. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling. I think that the Falcons will win 24-18. Texans and Broncos. The Broncos lost to the Chiefs last week. I don't blame them. Chiefs are very talented. I think they definitely own that division now. And then the Texans have been hot the last couple weeks. So I think that's going to continue for the Texans. I think Deshaun Watson's finding his form that he had last season. And I think the Broncos, they're just kind of like a middle-of-the-pack team right now. And they've actually been competitive in some games, and I think that will be the case against the Texans. This should be very fun for defense. Von Miller versus J.J. Watt. Obviously, they're not going to go against each other, but seeing them both play in the same game, I'm sure that's going to be very entertaining. So anyways, I think the Texans are riding hot. I think they're going to use that, and they're going to beat the Broncos 20-13. Chargers and Seahawks. Seahawks won in Detroit last week. I was very happy about that. Going in, I was like, man, this might be a really close game. And we won by 2 scores, so I was very happy about that. Chargers were on a bye week. I think this is also going to be a close game. I thought that about the Lions game, but hey, we got out of there winning by 2 touchdowns. So who knows, but I think it's going to be close. We're at home in Seattle, which is an advantage for us. Russell Wilson seems like he's starting to pick it up, which is usually the case with him. He starts off quiet, then as the season goes on, he gets better and better and better. So I think that's going to be the case, and at home, I think that's going to help a lot, like I said. The Chargers, I don't think are going to go down quietly. They have a good offense. Melvin Gordon has a great run game. Then you have Keenan Allen in the pass game. Antonio Gates, even though he is old, he still produces. So I think even though they have all that, I think the Seahawks will come out on top 27-23. Rams and Saints, this is going to be a very good game. Both of these teams are very good this season. Rams are undefeated. The Saints only have 1 loss. The Saints have a great offense. Kamara, great run game. You have Mark Ingram with him too. Then Michael Thomas in the pass game. Drew Brees has always been a great elite quarterback. So my goodness, the Saints look good, but the Rams look better. Todd Gurley has scored every week so far. Jared Goff is leading this offense like fantastically, and I just don't see them slowing down. They had a real test with the Packers last week, and they beat them. Todd Gurley played smart. Now, the Rams, I feel, are the better football team. Like I said, I think they're great on defense and offense. So I think they will come out on top over the Saints. Very close. I think it'll be 30-23, just a 1-score game. Packers and Patriots, everyone hoping this will be a Super Bowl someday, but I don't know. It's getting late for Tom Brady, but who knows how long he'll play. He might have 10 more years left in the tank. It could happen. But the Packers lost to the Rams. The Patriots beat the Bills. Now, this is ridiculous. I don't know. This is going to be a very good game. It will be very close, I feel like. 2 elite quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. This is what everyone wants. This is definitely a primetime game. At points in this season, both of these teams have not looked like themselves. Aaron Rodgers has lost games that you would not think he would lose, and Tom Brady lost games you would not think Tom Brady would lose. but they both have turned it around. But the Packers played a very talented Rams team, and the Patriots, you know, they played the Bills, so it was pretty easy for them. But I think Aaron Rodgers is going to win this game. I think the Packers are going to come out on top. The Patriots defense is and I think that Aaron Rodgers will be able to take advantage of that. Tom Brady's going to stay in the game. He's going to keep the Patriots competing, but I think Aaron Rodgers gets this one 33-27. Cowboys and Titans, both of these teams had a bye week last week and they had the same record. So, you know, they're like the same skill level. I don't know, really. This one probably took me the longest. There were a lot of games this week that took me a while to decide, but I was sitting there on this one, I'm like, I don't know. So I do think the Cowboys are the better team. I think they have better weapons is their thing. We're finally going to see Amari Cooper as a Cowboy. Ezekiel Elliott is just dominant as a running back. And Dak Prescott, I'm sure, is going to love having Cooper. And I think this is going to be a good sign for them. I don't think this will turn around their whole season, but I think this is a good stepping point into the future. So I think the Cowboys are going to come out on top over the Titans 27-17. Alright everybody, like the video, subscribe. I will see you next time, and a happy Halloween.